So I just came back for Christmas break from uni, and tell me why Leicester's actually turned to Gotham. This place has gone to police cars everywhere. The place is just messy. Like, bro, look at the floor.
Okay, man, it's not that bad right there.
Okay, but okay. See, guys, the UK, bit like a burger. Lots of mess and unhealthiness in it. Pretty bad for you with the tiniest bits of goodness. The living standard in the UK has gone down drastically. And if you think of the quality of life that we've all experienced 10 years ago compared to now, it's actually crazy. I'm only 20 and I realize there's a massive difference between what I experienced in the 2010s to now. However, I want to make videos kind of discussing why is the UK declining? Is it to do with immigrants, some would say, or the cost of living crisis? But basically, I just want to discuss, kind of go into depth, why are UK cities so bad living and why is the quality of life in the UK going downhill? So I think it's a good idea to start this off with my home city, Leicester. And what we're going to do for each city is rank the cities in 3 categories: history and culture of the city, the people and quality of life in the city, and finally, nightlife and entertainment of the city. As I think these are like a little fair judgment, 3 categories, keeping it small. I get a gist of what each city's like. So, why don't we get started? Leicester is one of the oldest cities in England, with history stretches back over 2,000 years. Once a Roman settlement called Ratat. But all you gotta know about Leicester, it was once a Roman settlement, then an Anglo-Saxon settlement, but now it feels like you're dropping into a game of Fortnite, but instead of guns and cartoonish characters, it's full of crackheads, roadmen.
Brother, you alright? Are you alright?
And a guy who keep consistently asking you for £1.
You got £1?
I ain't got £1, G.
Welcome.
Welcome, my guy. Safe. Magic.
Yo, free up £1 man. Free up. Free up.
You can't really blame him for asking for £1, especially with the cost of living crisis, as a figure from 2022 shows that 89% of adults stated that the cost of living was an issue. And this kind of goes into my next point about the living quality of Leicester. There's many factors that can affect someone's quality of life, such as the place they live in, work opportunities, their environment, entertainment. The problem with Leicester and the kind of whole issue of the UK is that we're essentially very broke. So basically, inflation keeps getting up, and the people who can't keep up with inflation, we're pretty much getting squeezed dry. So now, more so than ever, people are more stressed out because they're living paycheck to paycheck, or people don't have enough money to do things they actually want to do and enjoy. Or people resorting to crime because you can't get taxed if it's illegal, you don't get caught. Quick, easy, fast money. I am not promoting crime, by the way, I'm just saying it's a reason. So you might be wondering the solution is, I just think personally, the government just has to be willing to spend more money on the people, but hey, we live in a capitalist society, that's a long discussion that can go on for hours. So overall, the quality of life in Leicester is, it's aight. It's like, it could be worse, but it could be way, way better. So, I'm just gonna let some other people give their opinions on it. Rate Leicester on a scale 1 to 10.
It's alright. Maybe like
Rate it then.
a 7.
7?
Yeah.
Not 4.
Siraj,
Siraj, how long have you been living in Leicester for?
21 years.
And you've had a rating experience for Leicester on a scale 1 to 10.
You're stupid. How old are you to be living in 21 years?
I'm 21 years old.
How are you?
Yeah.
I was
Oh my
beautiful
God.
for you.
From a scale of 1 to 10, I would say about 8.
How would you rate Leicester now, like on a scale 1 to 10?
Probably a 6. Yeah. Or even 5. 5, would you say?
And you think it's gone uphill or downhill, Leicester?
I'd say downhill. Downhill.
Now, the people in Leicester are so interesting because you have such a diverse amount of people. Leicester is basically a cultural hub, and it's full of so many different people from so many different parts of the world, which surprisingly works out pretty well from my personal experience in Leicester. It's allowed for a lot of opportunities to talk to people and meet people from different cultures, and a lot of people kind of like to paint this idea that, people from this place or this place don't like each other, so there's a lot of conflict. Yes, there's still issues like that arise, but Leicester happens to be one of the most accepting places I've actually been to, and is mostly because a lot of people grew up together from different cultures. So people are a lot more like accepting of new cultures and differences that other people have. And finally, nightlife.
It's dystopian. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Night City, but it's worse.
Bits of Leicester. Oh, it's police there. What? This is Mosh, Leicester's most famous nightclub. Right, it's £10 to enter here. It's really expensive. Notoriously known for being really dirty and grimy place. Don't recommend. Actually, if you want a night out experience, I do recommend going here. It's a very unique place.
Let's take over this interview now.
It's his birthday.
Who is she?
There's nothing deep. Just go get wasted and mosh.
Yeah.
So the way I would describe Leicester's nightlife is very good but very bad at the same time. What about nightlife in Leicester? Is it good or is it bad?
Okay, it's alright. It's just chilling.
Okay.
There's not much to it.
The nightlife in Leicester is relatively chill and there's not much to it, as she said. But why is summer night so chaotic? The amount of police officers I saw that one night was absolutely ridiculous. But overall, the nightlife is aight. You know, it's decent. It's kind of what you get in a small city like Leicester. Nothing too crazy. It just kind of feels like dystopian in a way where it just feels dirty, just kind of grotty, and not in like, oh, this is kind of a fun way, but kind of like, how did we get to this level way? But overall, that's it for the video about Leicester. Despite the negative things, I might make a more positive video about Leicester. It's just that being away for a while and then coming back to Leicester and kind of seeing the difference has been kind of interesting. And reading the comment section on my TikTok and hearing people's thoughts and opinions about Leicester is quite good because, you know, there's a lot of positives, a lot of negatives. Some people love it here, some people hate it here. But yeah, you watching the video, what's your thoughts about the UK? What's your thoughts about Leicester? Feel free to share them down below. What? Hey, error. What? People hit me up, Black is revenge. Call me Venom. I hate Christmas spirit because you call me Jack.